Hello, I'm James Preston and welcome to the Morning Outlook exclusive to Kalkine TV, where we give you all the information you'll need for a successful day of trading. The Australian share market is likely to end the week in the red following a disappointing overnight session on Wall Street. Domestic shares are set to feel the pressure following the US Federal Reserve's biggest rate hike in over 2 decades. This has in turn fanned fears of a recession. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is expected to open 130 points or 2% lower for Friday. On Thursday, the benchmark index fell by 0.15% to 6,591.1 points. Global stocks fell again on Thursday, and government bonds hovered near multi-year highs after a series of rate rises from global central banks in the US, the UK and Switzerland within the past 24 hours stoked recession worries. In a difficult day for the ASX, 7 sectors closed lower. The biggest drop was seen in utilities, down by 1.6%, followed by industrials with a 1.2% loss and consumer staples, which dipped by 1%. Property led the gains with a 1.5% increase, along with energy and communications services closing 0.5% higher. In the US, the Dow Jones was down by 2.4%, the S&P 500 fell by 3.25%, and the NASDAQ ended 4.1% lower. The Fed's rate rise on Wednesday was accompanied by projections that showed US economic growth slowing to a below trend of 1.7%, and policymakers are expecting to cut interest rates in 2024. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 fell by 3%, London's FTSE dropped 3.1%, the CAC dropped 2.4%, and the German DAX ended 3.3% lower. MSCI's gauge of stocks across the globe also fell by 2.25% to hover near a 19.5-month low. Asian markets have also continued to endure a difficult week. Japan's Nikkei was the sole market in green with a marginal gain of 0.4%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng dropped by a massive 2.17%, and China's Shanghai Composite fell by 0.61%. Time now for a quick break here on the Morning Outlook before we take a look at the Aussie dollar, oil, gold and the world of crypto. Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV. Welcome back to the Morning Outlook on Kalkine TV, where we give you all the information you'll need for a successful day of trading. The Aussie dollar closed above 70 cents for the first time since the beginning of the week, and at the time of writing is trading at 70.47 US cents, still well below its 52-week range high of 76.62 US cents. Moving on, and oil prices rose on Thursday in topsy-turvy trading after the US announced new sanctions on Iran and as energy markets stayed focused on supply concerns that have sent prices soaring this year. Brent crude futures settled up at $1.30 or 1.1% higher, and WTI crude futures ended a higher 2 percentage points to trade at $117.58. Gold also rose by 1% despite volatile trading on Thursday as the dollar pulled back sharply on the US central bank's aggressive policy outlook, bringing some of the safe haven lure back to the metal. Spot gold was last up 0.9% to trade at $1,849.68 an ounce. And US gold futures settled up by 1.7% at $1,849.90. And lastly, the crypto market is reeling once more in the past 24 hours. The global crypto market capitalization has plummeted by 8.03% to be valued at approximately $885 billion US dollars. Flagship cryptocurrency Bitcoin has fallen more than 9% in the past 24 hours and is sitting just above $20,000 US dollars. A dip below this crucial mark could spell catastrophe for both Bitcoin and the broader market. Well, that's all for this edition of the Morning Outlook. Have a great day trading and make sure to keep it locked here on Kalkine TV for the latest market insights and business news. I'm James Preston, reporting for Kalkine.